Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash at the garage, where badge hype gets tossed in the glove box, spec sheet worship gets left at the dealership door, and what we're left with is raw, unfiltered, seat of the pants driving truth. If you're new here, buckle up, because here, it's not about what the brochure says, it's about what the car feels like when it's just you, the road, and a full tank of gas. Exterior. And today, we've got our hands on a compact crossover that's making a lot of noise in the urban jungle at the 2026 Toyota Yaris Cross. Yeah, the name says Yaris, but don't let that fool you. This isn't just a hatchback with hiking boots. Toyota's pulled out some clever tricks to give this little SUV some serious small car swagger, and we're about to dive into all of it. Let's start with the face. The front of the 2026 Yaris Cross is sharper, more confident, and way less apologetic than you'd expect from a car with Yaris in the name. You've got these slim LED headlamps that sweep back like eyebrows that mean business. The grille is wide and assertive without going full-on aggressive, more like, yeah, I work in the city, but I hike on weekends. The bumper design is clean, but there's a touch of rugged cladding that hints at the soft-roading capability Toyota wants you to believe in. And it's not just for show. That 190mm of ground clearance gives you just enough room to tackle rough parking lots, gravel driveways, or the occasional muddy shortcut. Swing around to the side, and you really start to appreciate the proportions. It's compact, sure, but Toyota has pulled off a clever bit of design here. The Yaris Cross looks taller and chunkier than its platform mate thanks to a higher beltline, squared-off wheel arches, and bold character lines that add some tension to the shape. The blacked-out pillars and available two-tone paint make it look more upscale than you'd expect at this price point. And let's talk about those wheels. Depending on the trim, you're looking at 16 or 18-inch alloys with sharp geometric designs that give it just the right suburban edge. It's not flashy, it's smart, and that's Toyota's real flex here. Out back, the rear design feels mature. You've got a full-width headlight bar that brings a modern, cohesive look, tying it in with Toyota's new design language. The tailgate is clean, the badging is minimal, and the bumper carries just enough black cladding to keep it looking tough without going overboard. You even get a little roof spoiler to round out the sporty silhouette. It's honestly the kind of rear-end design that wouldn't look out of place on a Lexus XA, and that's saying something, considering where this car lands in Toyota's lineup. Interior. Now crack open the door and step inside, because this is where the Yaris Cross really surprises. If you were expecting entry-level econo-box vibes, prepare to be corrected. The cabin has taken a big leap forward in quality and tech for 2026. The dash layout is clean and driver-focused. You get a fully digital 10-inch instrument cluster that's crisp, configurable, and easy to read. Right in the middle, there's a new 9-inch floating touchscreen infotainment system that finally feels like it belongs in this decade. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, and Toyota's voice assistant is actually a broken bar usable now. The materials? They're not luxury, but they're thoughtful. Soft touch panels where your arms rest, contrast stitching on the seats, and brushed aluminum style trim pieces elevate the vibe. The seats themselves are comfortable for long stints behind the wheel, supportive without being stiff, and with enough adjustability to find your sweet spot. Even if you're on the taller side, rear seat space is better than you would expect for a subcompact. Two adults can sit back there comfortably, with decent knee and headroom. And because the rear bench folds flat, the cargo area is surprisingly versatile. Pop the hatch and you've got around 390 liters of space. That's enough for grocery runs, gym bags, or even a weekend getaway if you pack smart. With the seats down, it opens up to over 1,000 liters. For a city-friendly crossover, that's impressive. Performance. So how does it drive? Well, Toyota's offering a few powertrain options depending on where you are. The one we tested is the new 1.5-liter 3-cylinder hybrid. It pairs a naturally aspirated engine with an electric motor and an ECVT. On paper, it's not thrilling, around 116 horsepower, but in real-world urban driving, it just works. The electric motor gives you that instant to work off the line, making it feel quicker than it is. It's smooth, efficient, and refined. You're not buying this car to race, say you're buying it because it sips fuel like a bird. We averaged around 4.3 liters per 100 kilometers in mixed driving. That's borderline wizardry. If you want something more conventional, there's also a 1.5-liter non-hybrid petrol option with either a 6-speed manual or a CVT. That version is lighter and cheaper, but less exciting in stop-and-go traffic. And then there's the all-wheel drive hybrid variant. It's not a hardcore off-roader by any means, but if you live in a rainy or snowy climate, that extra traction can be a game-changer. Steering is light but accurate. Suspension is tuned for comfort, soaking up urban bumps and potholes without feeling floaty. It's nimble, easy to park, and small enough to thread through tight spaces, but still tall enough to give you that elevated SUV-like view of the road. Noise insulation has improved, too. It's quiet at city speeds, and the engine only gets vocal when you really stomp on the gas. As for safety, Toyota is not messing around. The 2026 Yaris Cross comes standard with Toyota's Safety Sense 3.0, which includes adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, and road sign recognition. It's a full suite that gives you peace of mind whether you're zipping through downtown or cruising on the highway. Now, let's talk money. The base Yaris Cross starts at around $24,000, depending on your market. The hybrid jumps closer to $28,000, and if you want all-wheel drive and the top trim with all the bells and whistles, expect to flirt with the $32,000 mark. But here's the thing, even at that price, you're getting efficiency, tech, space, and that Toyota build quality that holds its value like a champ. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Toyota Yaris Cross isn't a flashy head-turner. It's not trying to dominate the No. 1/4 Nürburgring or go rock crawling in Moab. What it is, though, is smart. It's practical, stylish without being try-hard, and efficient in a way that just makes sense for the real world. Toyota took the bones of the Yaris, beefed them up, added clever packaging, and built a crossover that fits perfectly in the sweet spot between too small and too big. For city dwellers, first-time buyers, or anyone who wants a no-nonsense car that delivers more than it promises, the Yaris Cross deserves a serious look. That's it for today's review on Car Flash. If you found this helpful, make sure to smash that like button like a speed bump in a school zone, subscribe for more real-world reviews, and drop a comment below. Would you daily drive the Yaris Cross, or does it still feel too entry-level for you? We want to hear it all. Until next time, keep it real, keep it raw, and keep your hands on the wheel.